What's up, folks? We are live. Dude.
Finally,
we made it. We're all here. Well, we're not all here. So, those of you that know. Those of you that don't, John with A&J Outdoors, Grant McIntosh, Steve Ash from Hall & Ash Outdoors, and our fourth amigo that's usually here, Stanley Orchard, is out on a lake somewhere in Wisconsin catching fish.
Good for you, Stanley.
Absolutely. Hope he kills it. So it's just the three amigos tonight. And then all you folks in the chat. So it'd be nice for everybody to jump in and let us know how their 4th of July weekend went. Hey, Janet, good to see you. Wild Game Pursuit. So what do you have going on this 4th of July weekend there, Mr. Grant McIntosh?
Had a lot of just hanging out and watching fireworks 3 nights in a row.
Nice. What about you, Steve?
Well, we were going to go watch fireworks yesterday. My mother-in-law is here from Florida. And so my son and his family and my son, Chris, my wife, my mother-in-law and I, we all went to a nearby town, had dinner at Applebee's. And from there, we were going to go on over to Gun Lake Casino and watch the fireworks. Well, we decided it was a little bit too long of a night to do that, so we came back home and we were back here by 9:30. We didn't stay up to watch the fireworks.
Well, we were fortunate in this little small town in Michigan called All Gray. We had the fireworks just behind the house at the water tower, so we set up chairs in the backyard, got a bonfire going, had some folks over, cooked up some ribs and all the festivities, and enjoyed ourselves and had a really good fireworks show. Actually, I got some video of it. I put the drone up in the air and got some video, so we'll see how that turns out.
Man, ribs sound good.
They were good too.
Hey, you guys let me know if this audio gets bad. The wind is, as you can see, my shirt's flopping around. It's kind of windy here. I could go back inside, but I'd rather be out here if I can.
Yeah, you're doing good right. You're doing good right now, I think.
Okay.
Picked up.
Yeah.
Drying things out.
That's good.
Hey, doing Shannon? Yeah, I was going through my footage from the Michigan trip week. The audio was terrible in the wind.
Yeah, that'll play heck with you is the wind. Absolutely.
Yep. One thing that I wished that I would have done is gotten footage of you two guys more so. I mean, we got you guys in a boat a couple times and that's it. But I just didn't get footage of you guys when I could have. I guess I kind of regret that.
That's all right. We'll have more opportunities.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I got a picture with just me and John and just me and Stanley, but I didn't get one with just me and Steve.
Well, like John said, there's always that next time, I guess. And I see Roland's in the house, Mr. Smith. Glad to see you. Last, 3 videos or so, I've used some of Roland's music to it kind of set the mood, at least in my mind it did. And really appreciate that, MBA. I really do. I like your music, especially if I can set it to a video.
I noticed some very good videos come out in the last day or two. I seen Stanley Orchard's first video from up here came out yesterday, right? Steve's first video from the group together came out yesterday, right, Steve?
Yeah.
And then Grant's posted this morning. So again, you all should know these channels. If you don't, they're all linked in the description below, and you can go check them out and watch. And basically what you get is a different point of view for each person that was there for the get together. Justin Randall's in the house. Justin, I sent you a message on Messenger. I don't know if you got to see it yet, Justin, but I had seen you had told me to give you a call. Let's go fish Lake Erie. I'm not going to make it down to Lake Erie this year. This trip.
I am, Justin. I'll take you up on it.
There you go.
We're going to make it go.
This trip, but next trip, maybe we can get together and do something. That'd be a lot of fun. David Martin's in the house. How you doing, David?
I don't know if Stanley's other video is out. I didn't stick around the next day, but I know after his video that he's got right now, there was a little button, and I don't know if his next video is published or not, but it was you guys along the river. Did you guys see that? Were you guys able to see that, or am I just imagining shit?
That was a part of the regular video, right?
I don't recall. I thought it was a separate video because it only had like a couple of views, so I didn't know if it even got published or if I was like one of the first ones. But what I wanted to say was that it was so cool that you guys got down there in that river and fished, and the camera angles and stuff that he did on that video. I don't know how he does all that he does with that phone that he has. It's amazing to me.
Yeah.
It really is.
That and the 360 camera, right?
Yeah.
I noticed some of the shots in his video was from the 360 camera this time.
Yeah. It's interesting. He makes it interesting. This chat on the side, guys, the sun's right in my eyes, so if I'm missing anything that you need to make me aware of, just tell me.
Justin Randall said he loved the intro song on the last video, Steve.
Okay.
Shannon is getting prepared for, I don't know if it's a hurricane, Elsa?
Yeah, it's hurricane now.
In Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Safe, Shannon. Hope that.
Yeah. Yeah. Batten down the hatches. Never good to have those coming in. So I was looking. Justin said he was setting off fireworks for the VFW. That's cool.
Yeah, $5,000 worth of things.
That's a lot of fireworks.
That seems like
That's a lot.
I don't know. Nowadays, in the way things cost now, that might have been like 10 fireworks. I don't know.
Hey, the price of lumber's coming down.
Yeah, it is starting to, isn't it? Not.
A 2x6 14 was down $1.10 from last week, so now it's only like $24.30.
Yeah, it's still. I don't know if it's ever going to come down.
No.
Yeah.
John
Well,
Ames.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Say, John Ames, appreciate you watching.
Nice. Yeah. So if you're looking for a video for me of that time, there won't be one because I got very little footage. So I gave it to Grant. Said, here, use what you can in your video. So I didn't make a video from that time. Now the following weekend, just a couple days ago, I got to go out and we did some more walleye fishing. We got some fish, and so that video will probably come out sometime next week.
I see Brad Atwood, the Wild Game Pursuit, made the comment about Stanley's slow motion. I tell you that I asked him if I could borrow some of his footage because I sure didn't take any slow motion, but he does a great job. He captures like the water trickling off your hands, and it just the detail that he does is incredible. So I was tickled that he let me borrow some of his footage. I mean, I wouldn't. That's probably something that I ought to think about or ask him how he does it to incorporate that into my videos too, and perhaps you guys as well.
Yeah. Now you've got in your video editing, you got the capability to speed up and slow down your video, right?
Well, you know me in computer talk, John. Give me a blueprints. I can build anything, but you
Yeah.
put me in front of this computer and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Well, it's there. I'll just tell you that much. But there is a way, and it usually looks better when they video in a slow-mo, like GoPros do it. I'm sure you can probably do it on his phone or maybe that 360. I don't know which one. But it's there. You just got to learn how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that shot in your video of you driving the boat. I'm sure was from Stanley.
I'm driving the boat. Chris is in the back of the boat. Chris is reeling in. Anything that is slow motion was from Stanley.
That's
I
cool.
included some of my stuff in with that clip of the slow motion that I took, but I would say 80% of that was set to that music was Stanley's slow motion videos that he shared with me.
Very cool. Hey, Wild Game Pursuit, don't worry. Stanley will rewatch this, and his head will go as he hears all the compliments on his video.
That was quite an incredible feat. His wife caught that muskie. I was shocked. I'm happier than
Me
heck.
too. Me too.
That's incredible.
There's people that fish for a lifetime for those and don't get them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, David's up there in Newfoundland. He did the scooping up the smelt yesterday morning.
Is he breaking up bad to you, Steve?
Grant is, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm breaking up.
Yeah, it's just real choppy. I don't know why. Yeah, we used to get smelt here. I mean, we used to, right out here in the lake, we'd go out and dip at a certain time of the year. They'd come up along the shoreline, come up into the little creeks, but everybody says because they started stocking more walleye, we just lost them. So we don't see smelt here. I guess up in the UP, they still get some, huh, Steve?
Yeah, they still do. Not great numbers like they used to get, but they still get some.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Now the Singing Bridge is up by you, right, John? Up by Au Gres, Alpena.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that
between
used to be
here and Taos.
Yeah, that used to be a great spot. Everybody went there for smelt back, I don't know, 60s and 70s.
Yeah, yeah. Even the 80s.
Yeah.
How'd you guys cook them?
We would take scissors, clip the head off, clip the gut, get the crap out of the gut, batter them, fry them, and eat them whole.
We didn't even do that. We set up a fire on the riverbank, and somebody would have a tripod with a kettle of oil, and we didn't have any flour. Just cleaned them and threw them right in there and ate them a lot of times. If we were doing it home exactly the way John said, but just out when we're catching them, just throw them in and eat them.
They're delicious. Those and some French fries, you were set. Yeah, the fish are 10,000 casts. That is the muskie. Yeah, so that's the kind of work it takes to catch one of those. So for them to get one, that is a big deal.
So now that the holidays are behind everybody, what do you got to look forward to next? Asking you guys on the panel.
Grant?
Well, World season's August 1st, so depending on the weather, that's a possibility. Might try to catch fish. Need to catch bluegill there.
Yeah, he's still breaking up again, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dang it. Yeah, what do I got to look forward to? So we're here for the rest of this week. We fly back home next Saturday, or this coming Saturday. And then bathroom reno, get boat running. So, yeah, I got some chores ahead of me. I got no big plans for any trips, going anywhere, doing anything right away. So, yeah, bathroom reno, get that finally done, and get that boat running. And then after that, maybe do some fishing.
There you go.
Yeah. Is that any better? I turned off some.
You're not breaking up at the moment, Grant. So, yeah. It's better. Yeah. Well, next week, usually we try to go every weekend go somewhere. I didn't go anywhere at all this weekend, just busy doing stuff around here. We did a lot of yard work, stuff that needed to be done around the home. Chris went. He went to a lake, and I'm telling you, he loaded up. Him and his buddy loaded up with bluegill, crappie, and perch.
Wow.
About 20 miles away. He had a table full of them. So he went. I didn't. He don't get into this YouTube shooting video stuff, so he didn't do any of that. And next weekend, I'm not sure I'm going to go either because I promised my dad that I would take him to a tractor show. He still loves to do that stuff, and I love to take him while I still can. So I don't know if we're going to go on Saturday. So I don't know if maybe Sunday we'll go fishing somewhere, or else, or I get tired of chasing after Dad. Maybe I'll just be too tired to go fishing.
Hey, Audrey's in the house. What's up?
Hey, Audrey.
Made her a moderator. I can't believe I haven't had her as a moderator.
You're in trouble now.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
and I don't know. I can't speak for Stanley. I don't know what his. I know he's in Wisconsin. I don't know how long he's going to be there. I remember him talking about Florida. I remember him talking about California. So I have no idea what they're up to. So we're all just going to have to sit back, watch, and enjoy, and see what happens.
Yep.
Justin Randall's going to do some pre-fishing on Wednesday, it looks like, for a walleye tournament. That's that big one up here, yeah.
I just see you clicked on her. Yes, one in all gray. Good luck, Justin. I hope you guys do well.
Absolutely. Good luck. Hope you tear them up.
Justin, do you go? Do you go to the only boat launch in town, or do you launch from like Linwood and run up there, or where do you launch your boat from when you fish that tournament?
That ain't right, Audrey Ann. She's next door having hot fudge sundaes right now.
Woo!
Let's see. David Martin. Steve, did you happen to know the camo suit Chris had on in the boat? I want to say it was war bonnet, but not for certain. I'm looking for that pattern.
I can't tell you what it is. I'm sorry, I can't read the chat. Sun's in my eyes, so I forgive me, guys. But I can't tell you what that is. I know that he bought that when we were planning on going out west antelope hunting. I tell you what, Brad, I'll ask him tonight. I'll send you a message and let you know what it was exactly, because I don't know.
That was David that asked.
It was expensive. I do know that. It's like he was buying that stuff. I'm thinking, man, alive, $150 for this, $200 for that.
So Wild Game Pursuit says he's working in Saginaw now. Maybe you guys can get together one weekend and fish Saginaw Bay.
Cool.
Jeff Bottom saying good luck on the tournament.
I got some money for you. Somehow I need to get some money to you. And also, Jeff, the lake that Chris went fishing was Long Lake, and he looked on some kind of an app. And on that app, there was a picture of you holding up a monster crappie. And he wanted me to ask you if it gets any deeper in that lake than like 3 or 5 feet, because he had a hard time finding anything that was over like 5 or 6 feet, and he wanted me to ask you. So if you could, let me know if Long Lake gets any deeper than 6 feet.
Oh, I've heard of Long Lake.
We've got a long.
So Justin Randall said they'll be launching all over. They said their teammates are currently checking out the fish in Port Austin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is all over.
Yeah. I guess you just got to make it to the weigh-in on time.
Yep.
I don't know who's putting on the tournament, but I know the guy at the bait shop here was telling me that he's like the director or something for whatever walleye association. So I don't know if it's one they put on or what.
MWT?
I don't know. I was half listening. Picking out spinners for you. Yeah, we did that last day out there. We had half bottom bouncers and half just to clip on weights, and they pretty much were even 3-3. So,
Yeah.
well, it was 3-2. So I don't know which. I guess it just depends.
Grant, how was your drive home? Did you have any issues with roads or traffic or anything?
No, it was smooth sailing.
I seen video or pictures today that I-75 all the way from the Mackinac Bridge down to Clare is bumper to bumper traffic. Glad you missed that.
Oh yeah, it got up here 4th of July weekend. It got early in the weekend. Northbound 75 got horrible, and then I guess yesterday or today, southbound got bad because everybody's heading home. We went and rode around up by Point Lookout and all that, just around all the cottages. You know, people have a place up here that, and then they work and live down in like Detroit and all that, and then holidays and weekends they'll come up here. Man, this place was packed. Population probably quadrupled at least up here. So it's pretty neat though. See people out just enjoying the water and having a good time. And you think about last 4th of July, there probably wasn't a lot of that going on up here because of all the COVID stuff. So it was kind of nice to see people getting out and just having a good time. Yeah, Justin, it's Ed. You're right. M65 Bake Shop.
Yep.
So where's that weigh-in done at, Justin? Imagine.
Probably the Au Gray fish cleaning station.
Yeah, that would be a good place for it. I don't know if they have the parking for it over there.
Yeah.
For all the rigs. I don't know. I'd probably do it right down there at the ramp at the mouth of the river.
Where we launched?
Yeah, got a lot of parking down there.
That's a nice boat ramp.
It is a nice boat ramp. Man, so we were fishing. We were coming back, and of course we go by that ramp to get to Leonard's Dock. Whoo, that place was packed. I mean, it was full of boats and trailers, and you just know about 5 o'clock that evening there's going to be a traffic jam of people trying to get off the lake.
Yeah.
One thing I like about him having a dock, you know, you just go get in your boat and go. When you're done, you pull up to the dock and get out. You don't have to worry about ramps and trailers and all that mess.
Yeah, that is nice. And it's pretty reasonable, right? You were telling us what the cost was. It's like, man, that's a great deal.
Was.
Yeah.
Right now, Bill runs the dry dock at the other marina up here, and he said you can't find a boat dock in Au Gray right now. Can't find one. They're all taken. So right now it'd be somebody could make some money on it if they wanted to. You know what I mean? But yeah, back when they bought theirs, they bought $2,000 for theirs, and then $2,000 for the one beside it, and then $300 a year, I think, is a fee for the group. And it's you got electricity hookup, you got water, you know, you got a box, you got a dock box, put your stuff in, lock it up. They got a little building there to hang out in and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty good deal. I've told him in about 2 years when I start keeping a boat up here, I'm gonna need him to kick out his renter in that one next to him, so and I'll be his renter.
Yeah, pretty sweet setup.
Yeah, definitely. 110 boats in that tournament. Good Lord. You wouldn't want them all to leave at the same ramp.
No, there's not enough room for 110
Yeah,
boat trailers.
that'd be crazy. That would be crazy. So he said, I believe it is there. I think he's saying the weigh-in is there at the ramp. I'm assuming is what he means. That's crazy. That is crazy. 110 boats. Oh man! So here, you guys got anything planned? Going anywhere? You heading down to Florida, Steve? Or
Want to. Got a message from Floyd just the other day. When are you coming down? I don't know. Yeah, I want to. I love to go down there, but no, I don't have any big plans anywhere. Just sitting here a lot of the summer.
Yeah.
How about you, Grant?
I'd like to try to get up there again, but I don't have nothing in stone, nothing planned for sure. I'll be on call a week from today, but after that, I'll have 3 weekends in a row, nothing planned. So
There you go. You guys should set something up.
Yep.
Right now, fish with you.
Right now, it's usually when it gets hot like this, it seems like the walleye go out deeper. Last year they did anyway. So you kind of wait. You go inland fishing for a while, wait for everything to cool down so they come back in shallower. But I'll just keep an eye out and see what's going on. And Justin Randall keep me informed too. Figure out something to do it. It'd be fun. Justin already said he had room for like 5 in the boat. So you and Janet come on up and I'll snag Chris and Justin and we'll go.
Yeah, go fish Erie. That'd be cool.
Doug Scott, good to see you.
Yeah, Doug, thank you for popping in. Yeah, you imagine that. Grant's been up here once. He's already fished Saginaw, Lake Huron. And then if he comes up in a few weeks and goes with you guys on Lake Erie, he'll have fished 2 Great Lakes already. Meanwhile, I've been up here how many times, and I've never fished any of them except for Saginaw Bay, Lake Huron.
Well, what you do is you get in that car, you put it in gear, and you point it south.
You're right. It'll happen.
I mean, let's make that happen this week. I mean, come on.
That ain't gonna happen. No, too many honeydews, too much stuff to do around here this week. I'll probably be lucky to fish the river once. We got rain coming in.
You need to delegate those honeydews, John.
And I did a bunch of them today. Well, a couple of them, not a bunch. I knocked down a couple of them today. Got new lock on the front door, which uses a code. Got that overhang by the front door. The underside all tore out. Yeah, she still got more for me to do, though. Bait the Hook is in the house.
What's up, Tim?
What's up, man? Good to see you here. Just hanging out, talking about what's going on. You people over there in the chat got anything big coming up? I know we got Justin Randall's fishing that tournament, the big walleye tournament up here. Who else? Want to go salmon fishing in Fayette?
Justin, that'd be a lot of fun. Bruce Tatro, right? Well, I know that he's got the boat for it. I'm sure there's other ones up there that would. It would be fun. I've been up there a couple times and fished for salmon. It's a good time. I know my boat can't do it. It's not big enough. Your boat's big enough, Justin. I got downriggers. We'll just put them on your boat.
There you go. That would be cool. That's one of the things when we start staying up here all summer. That's one of the things I want to try to do is go further north, Alpena area, and go out and see if we can get into some lake trout, salmon, or whatever. NBA said a honeydew catalog. That's basically what it is. It's a honeydew catalog.
See, Justin's in the house.
Yep, Weekend Warrior. What's up? It's cool watching the videos.
Justin, we did have a blast, and you won't see how much fun we had in the videos, because it's one thing to go fishing, but when we came back to John's place and Uncle Leonard's house is right next door, and everybody got together, we had Janet, man, she cooked up the fish, and so did Rachel, and it was just a great time of course, I probably had a few too many drinks, but it was a great time. All of us getting together, regardless of going fishing, just getting together to meet each other and to have a few drinks and tell a few stories was fantastic. I like that part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite. I love the fishing and all that, but when we were outside having a drink and we've all eaten the fish and we're just BSing, telling stories. That's the part I like the best, I think.
Did you go up and see if that pillow was changed, John?
I did not go up and check that. I did tell Bonnie about it. She laughed, but she didn't say nothing. So maybe she knows.
Yeah, that's my experience with your ghost.
Justin says, let's go. He's dying to do it.
I agree.
Yeah, I've never caught a salmon either.
There you go. Tough to have cams running when you're all. Yeah, that's true. It was hard to have the cameras going. I mean, even Stanley made the comment. You know, he's a pure YouTube video guy, but he made the comment that when you're in that atmosphere, he didn't want to be all in people's faces with a camera, and none of it. I didn't even think about having a camera out by then. At the end of the evening, he got to get a little video of us all together when he closed out his video, which that worked out really well. And we all got a few pictures, and that was pretty much it. There wasn't a lot of, hey, let's set up to do this video for YouTube thing. There was not a lot of that going on. It was just some folks hanging out and having a good time and enjoying themselves.
Yep. Soaking wet.
Yeah.
Absolutely drenched.
Your boots are still up here.
I was telling Judy today, I was getting ready to go outside, and I said, man, I miss my boots. And she says, well, get in the truck and go up and get them.
There you go. They're here. So when is
They'll be dry by the time I get there.
Oh, they're dry. When is duck and goose season anyways?
August, I think.
August? Okay.
I think.
All right. Well, I told Leonard you probably might be buzzing him, you and your boy Chris.
Yeah, I'm going to get a group chat going and get Grant in on that one too and see what we can come up with. I just, figure out a date and get with my boys to see when the season is up here for it.
I like that, Janet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, whether we all go to Florida or you guys come down to Texas, definitely need to do some salt water. That's for sure.
What'd Audrey say? Hey, Steve.
Saying, was the kitchen light on when you were up there?
I don't know. I know that earlier Uncle Leonard went up to show me everything. Maybe he left the light on. I don't know. Honest to God, I don't know. I just walked up the stairs, went into bed. Next morning, that pillow was 2 pillows were not where I put them, and one had the pillowcase completely removed, and I know I didn't do that.
Look, she even washed your socks for you.
Thank you.
I knew she was doing that. I told her to put something in the wash so that they'd shrink about that big. Oh, she says the kitchen lights up there is on now. So that's crazy.
That's a ghost.
That's the ghost. Yeah, we got to save that one for ghost story night. Halloween. We'll have a live stream somewhere around Halloween, I'm sure. I've got some stories. I know, according to Stanley, he's got some ghost stories. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, I'm back to the salt. Bring it. Come on down to Texas. We meet in Florida. Something. But definitely need some salt.
Yep. John, are you and Audrey flying together? I know you guys came up separately. Are you guys flying together back or what?
Yeah, we're flying together back. We're both heading back. Yeah, the only thing that sucks about it is that our flight leaves at 6 a.m. out of MBS. So we got to get up butt crack of dawn to drive down to MBS, turn in the rental car, and get to our flight. Jerry's in the house.
Hey,
What's up,
Jerry.
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry and her boat. Have you guys heard about the ongoing saga with Jerry's boat?
I thought when you were up here that it was like she went down there, they fixed some stuff, and she got it back. But I'm hearing murmurs that there was more to it.
Yeah, she gave me a text the other day. It was well after we got back that there's more issues.
Golly.
I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm not laughing at you. I feel bad for you. But my God, how much grief do you have to endure to get a brand new boat on the water?
Here's the question I've got. Maybe Jerry can answer for me. Is it the boat, i.e., the manufacturer, or is it the location you bought it, the people installing the additional things that you wanted on it? Which part is giving you such a headache? Because I had some friends in Texas go to a Bass Pro north of San Antonio to buy boats, and they had a headache. It was like they could buy the boat. That was the easy part. And they could even buy the grass and all that. That was the easy part. But dealing with the service people on how to install trolling motors, grass, and all, I had to talk to one on the phone to explain he needs to set up the Lowrance so we talk to the motor guy trolling motor. And this is their service department guy. I'm like, and it took them forever. So my experience is least often the boat manufacturer, more often the place you bought the boat from. So this is what Jerry says. She says, it's fixed. My buddy Larry Leonard diagnosed loose connections on the starting battery. Wow.
Well, good. I know that she
good.
said something about she had to get on a kicker motor to drive back from where she was because the big motor quit. I'm glad it's finally fixed. I hope that's the end of the ongoing story.
Yeah. All happy stories from here on out. I'm pretty sure it was not the factory, and that's what So we have people around us in San Antonio. We're about 2.5 hours north of the coast, and they're like, if you're getting a boat for the salt, buy it at the coast and have them rig it, because they know how to rig it for saltwater, where these people up north away from the coast use any old connectors. They don't use the ones that seal up. They might not use you're supposed to use tinned wiring when you wire something on a boat. They might not know that. So I'm like, okay, well, next time I buy a boat for saltwater, I'll be looking for one that's down by or at least if I buy a used boat and I got to take it somewhere to get something done, take it somewhere near the coast so they can do it right.
Yep.
It's just so expensive. You spend all that money, you shouldn't have to deal with headaches. You know what I mean? It should be like, here's all my dang money. Give me a perfectly operating, especially when you're buying brand new, perfectly operating boat. There shouldn't be a bunch of back and forth trying to figure things out. That should
get in the boat, turn on the key, and go fishing.
Exactly. Maybe, hey, here's how you operate your graph if you don't know how. Here's how your trolling motor works. Other than that, you should be able to just get in the boat and go and do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Has she got to put it in the water yet?
Who's that?
Jerry. Has she put the boat in the water, put a fish in the boat yet?
Oh, I don't know if she got a fish in. Did she get a fish in yet?
Actually, I think she caught some smallmouths with
nice.
A guy that she works with at Fishing Complete, Tom Taylor, if I remember correctly.
Very cool. She said, I won't be going back to the dealer for service. Yeah. Another buddy of mine bought. We're in San Antonio, and 3 hours away is Houston. He thought he was getting a great deal on a Bayliner, brand new that he bought in Houston, and he's got all kinds of problems with his boat leaking, and it's like, so what do you got to do? Warranty work. You got to drive all the way back to Houston to that dealer. It just doesn't make any sense. That's what you get for buying a Bayliner, I guess.
Ouch.
I shouldn't say that.
Ouch. Oh, no, I don't have a Bayliner. You say whatever you want to.
She says it's got almost 2 hours on it. First fish in the new boat was a walleye. Yeah, nice. Good deal. I like that. Yeah, it's frustrating to buy anything new, truck, whatever, home, right? And have to go back and why doesn't this work? Why isn't this working? That would drive me nuts. I was lucky, I guess, with my Mako, because I never had to go back to them about anything on it, but it was pretty simple. So I've made it more complicated myself with all the stuff I've done to it. Oh, man. Got to hop off. All right, Weekend Warrior brother. Thank you for stopping in. We
See you
appreciate
later,
you.
Justin.
Yep.
Thanks for stopping in.
So salt. Are we gonna? How are we gonna do that? Are we gonna have a vote or something? Figure out if we're going to Texas or Florida, or how are we gonna figure that out, guys? How is the outdoors crew gonna determine the location of their first saltwater trip?
And that's the next problem too. I know that Floyd's mentioned you guys get to the dock and he'd take us out. Well, the problem is, we touched on it earlier, is my wife is waving to me. We touched on it earlier that, okay, we all take off and we go to Florida, or we take off and we go to Texas, or whatever we do, and we get there and the weather is complete crap.
Yeah.
So, you take your chances, and I don't know, maybe where you were at, John, you got other like inland lakes, but you get down where like Floyd and Wayne are at, it's either the ocean or Lake Okeechobee, one or the other. And I know Floyd's boat won't go in Lake Okeechobee.
Yeah, Wayne took us. We fished the bay. We caught some jack crevalle. We tried to get into some other fish and just couldn't do it. And the Texas coast is the same. If it's blowing hard and you can't get offshore, there's inland stuff you can do, red drum, speckled trout, stuff like that. And for me, my size boat, I don't go offshore in it anyways. That's all I do is fish inshore. But when it's blowing, 20 to 30, even inshore is kind of rough to do. There's spots.
It's kind of like the weekend that we all met. It was raining when we left out of here. It rained all the way up there, and if there would have been one spark of lightning, it would have been done. But
yeah,
we just went ahead and we toughed out the conditions, and we fished as long as we could.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was everybody was safe. Nobody was put into danger or anything. But
you take off and you go down to Florida, and it don't. You got to have. I know that their boats will take more than like ours will, but still, that ocean gets pretty doggone angry, and you're not going to go out in it if it's angry. So
yeah, trust me, that was my experience when I went down in May to fish with Wayne, and weather gods just were like, nope, you are not going offshore to fish at all, and we didn't get to it. It was ugly. Yeah, and we get that down at the coast here. Me and Joel went down one time. We're going to fish. Didn't even bring the boat. We're going to fish a couple jetties, Packery, and we're going to fish the beach down on Potter Island National Seashore. And we had super tides. Water was over the jetties. They closed them. They closed the beach because the water was all the way up to the sand dunes. So there was no place. So we went around and fished around some of the causeways and stuff. Ended up being, it's funny, he caught some flounder, I didn't. Some trout. Did a catch, clean, and cook with one of the flounder. And that's one of my best videos from fishing down the coast, because we just had to fish from shore and find a spot. So everybody's like, where was this spot? Where did you fish at? I get a lot of comments on that video, so it's funny. But yeah, we didn't get out and fish anything that we wanted to. And so, but that's a good thing about that. You can kind of, like Grant, when you guys were up here, it was like, we'll go out on the boat. Well, if we can't go out on the boat, what do we do? You can try the river. Wasn't very good. You can fish the breakwall, which you guys caught some bass and stuff out on the breakwall.
Drink beer,
yeah. But down at the coast in Texas, there's a lot of places you can still fish from shore if you can't get out on a boat. I will say that. And my experience fishing from shore in Florida, I posted a video, but it wasn't great. You know what I mean? So who knows?
Grant, did you get your buck back from the taxidermist you shot last fall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it one of those ones right up there behind you?
No, he's on the other side.
Need to rearrange the room for us.
Got a wall of his own.
He's on the same wall as my wife's first, and then my first with the bow.
Nice. Nice, very nice.
Yep.
All right. What else we got to talk about, guys? We got about 15 minutes. What else we want to talk about? How's the farm? How's the garden doing there, Steve Holland Gardner Ash?
Got our first tomatoes tonight.
Did you?
Got cucumbers out of it. So we got creamy cucumbers. We had creamy cucumbers and tomatoes tonight for supper.
Nice.
And sweet corn is actually coming up. Planted that the third time. It's finally coming up. That's a friggin' disaster.
Wow.
Other stuff is really doing well. I kind of threw it out to my wife. I said, a couple of years when you retire, I'm going to slow down a little bit. I'm still going to do what I do. I said, but we got 35 acres here. I ought to take a couple of acres and put it into sweet corn. And maybe I should, have a little side income or a little, because I always have had my hands in farming in one way or another. And maybe I should set up a produce stand out by the road and sell vegetables and, pumpkins. She says, I think that's a great idea. Did you just say that? Did you really just say that it's okay for me to do that?
Yeah, but you still got to dig the pond.
Yeah, well, see that may not happen because when my son worked for the company that he worked for, he had access to equipment. He doesn't work at that company anymore.
Dang it, son.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. I mean, you got to move on sometimes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. In fact, that's one of the things I was out there today doing is I had my bush hog on the back of the 3020, and I was just knocking down all that weed because it got so doggone wet. The weeds just grew, and I couldn't get in that area to keep it knocked down because it just grew so fast. So I got out there today with the brush hog and got a lot of it knocked down. Yes, I would like to put a pond out there. And then actually, if I had the pond, then I could irrigate my couple acres of sweet corn out of that, right?
There you go. There's an excuse for it. After 5 outdoors in the house, thank you for joining us. Bait the Hook said, where is John's video at? All right, Bait the Hook. I said this at the beginning, but you weren't here, so I can let you know. I did not get enough good video to make a video. So what I did was I gave my footage to Grant so Grant could use it in his video. So that's why you will not see a video from me from this trip. I've got one I'll be putting out probably next week from a later trip with me and Uncle Leonard and another friend of ours. Well, his son-in-law, Steve, not this Steve. So that's where my video is. Leopold just said he just got off work. Howdy from San Antonio. Been killing the Reds at Calaveras Lake. Good job, man. The Reds. That's another option. If we can't get to the coast, we can always fish Calaveras and Brown Egg. You can still get red drum there. So that is a good option. Good to see you, man. Just put a video, Calaveras Redfish Hunter. All right, Calaveras Redfish Hunter. So you put out a video. You want to search for it in the YouTube search, Calaveras Redfish Hunter. Oh, Bait the Hook said he's not seen Grant's yet. He posted it while he posted it. I will watch in a bit. Yeah, he posted it earlier today around, I don't know, a little bit before noon or around noon, Grant?
10:30 my time.
Okay. There you go. It's out there. And his link to his channel down there, so it's easy to get to. All right. Anybody in the chat got any big plans coming up over the next couple weeks? We know Justin's going to be fishing that big walleye tournament up here with 110 boats, which is crazy. Who else?
Jeff Bottom ought to be fishing somewhere. He's got that new Lund. He should be fishing. Jerry Toner should be fishing. She got her boat fixed.
Yep. You know she's biting at the bit to get that thing out there running.
Yep.
Absolutely. I would be too.
Fill it full of fish.
Hmm?
Break it in. Fill it full of fish.
Yep.
Yeah. Slime it up.
I still want to catch a walleye in that boat and just take that walleye up one side of the gunnel to the bow, back down the other side. I want to slime the daylights out of that boat. I might even just take the knife and gut the fish right there.
She'd probably kick your ass and throw you off the boat.
She probably would. Yeah.
After 5 Outdoors says he's heading up to Lake Superior in 11 days, going after Lakers. Nice.
Oh, man.
We were talking about that earlier. That'd be nice.
Yep.
We would all like to do that. Absolutely. They used to have get salmon right here in the Au Gres River. Used to run
After
right up the
5,
river.
where do you go out of when you? I know you're in Minnesota. Where do you go out of Lake Superior from there? Do you go up like Duluth or something? Where do you go?
Time to answer that. Oh, bait the hook says
Cleaning
what?
station, Steve. Nice. Yeah, that was a fantastic cleaning. That's the second time I've been to that cleaning station. It just blows me away.
It's
Really
here in Au Gres.
Yep.
Yeah. He goes out of Grand Marais.
Grand Marais.
Grand Marais.
Grand Marais. Is there a Grand Marais in Minnesota? I know there's one in Michigan. Got to be Minnesota. He wouldn't go all the way across the UP to launch.
Doug Scott says he's fishing Lake Geneva. Cool. That'd be interesting. After 5 says I'm a rookie out there, so still learning. Yeah. We all are.
Yep.
No matter how much you think you know, the water will teach you something new when you get out there. He says he got baseball games coming up. Yeah, he said Minnesota, Steve.
Okay. Yep.
Very cool. Very cool. I'm looking forward to hearing about August time frame. Steve and Chris coming up to Au Gres, staying here in the little house and going out and shooting some geese, ducks, whatever. And maybe Grant.
We'll get Grant. Grant's got to go with us. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Looks like it's September 1st up there in Michigan. Just
Is that when it is?
For the early.
September 1st. All right.
Make a weekend out of it. I know both my boys will. Take off on a Friday night, get up there, and we could hunt Saturday, Sunday, come home. We're 3 hours away, 2.5, 3 hours away. So be home Sunday night, go to work on Monday.
We got the couch in the living room is a fold-out queen size with a regular mattress too. So
Fish Leech Lake on Friday. We just went by there today, Jeff. We went over to Hastings.
Crappie.
Just went by Leech Lake. Nice mess of crappie long lining. Got busy from the holiday traffic. Yeah, holiday traffic on any lake. Yeah.
And any roads. Very cool. Very cool. Leech Lake. Wow.
Near Walker, Michigan. I think he's talking about the one near Hastings after 5. Berry County. Yeah, Berry County.
That's cool. Yeah, I looked at some of those lakes up there just north of here and thought maybe I'd shoot up there. I forgot the name of one of them, but no, not going to get a chance. I'm probably get one morning in if the weather allows here on the river, and that'll be it. That'll be it for this trip. They got Leech Lake over there also. That's cool. Very cool. I think, did Jerry ever come back and say when she's going to go get that boat in the water again?
No, I haven't seen it. Of course, I don't see the chat as well as you guys are being out in the sunlight.
I haven't seen her in it. She might have had to pop out. Yep. Y'all stay tuned because Stanley Orchard's got just, he's going to have just a real video. And it's going to be pretty cool. He's traveling. He's doing some cool stuff because he's going to new places, just like coming to Au Gres, fishing, for fish he hasn't fished before and catching them. And that makes for an exciting video because, the individual who's fishing is excited while they're doing it. It's not the same old. You know what I mean? So that's cool. I'm looking forward to some of those, especially after seeing them catch that dang muskie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. So is Hall and Ash gonna do a video of slimming Jerry's boat with a wall on? Asking
Yes,
for a
I
friend.
am. Roland, I need some music for that one. Get
I'm-
busy. Write me a song, buddy.
I'm gonna slime her boat.
That don't sound right.
No, that don't.
No.
Not at all. Don't do it like that. Don't do
No,
it
no,
like
Roland,
that.
don't.
Yeah, that don't sound right at all.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I better stop. I'm about to do something else. I ain't gonna say.
But I will, if I can, and I got Chris in the boat with a camera, and I catch a walleye in that boat, I will have a video. It'll be a clip in that video. I will get a video of sliming that brand spanking new boat.
But you don't have no carpet in, so it's not that big of a deal.
I know, but it's still going to be a mess up on the helm and on the steering wheel and on the gear shifter and all that stuff. You know, it's still going to be a mess.
Yeah. Yeah. You did all that. The highway to hell. He wrote it already.
Oh.
Yep, absolutely. Oh man. All right, what else we got to talk about? We got like 4 minutes. Let's see what we got. What we got? Who's got what going on? Let's see. We know Stanley's in Minnesota. No, he's in Wisconsin. He might be in Minnesota by now. We don't know. We don't know where he's going. He talked about Florida. He talked about California. So we're all going to have to just follow along on this trip.
Yeah.
Steve Hall and Ash he might be fishing tomorrow for all we know, because that's what he does. He's like, I don't know when I'm going fishing. Then the next morning he's like, up at 4 a.m. Fish don't catch themselves. There he goes.
I promise you, I will not be fishing tomorrow, and I will not be fishing the rest of this week. I will. If I was to do a video of what I'm doing, it's going to be putting new vinyl siding in the house. That's what I'm going to be doing.
All right. Grant, he good out there in the evenings and go after some crappie.
I need to. I definitely need to.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. What else?
Hooked R&R, good to see you.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, you're coming in late. It's closing time. You're just showing up, but it's good to see you. I'm still up here in Michigan hanging out. I seen you post on Facebook. You were fishing the Twin Lakes. So we got Brownig and Calaveras, which are stocked with redfish, red drum. And he was tearing them up. And he fishes normally out of kayak. Richard Root. Yes, I am in Michigan, Richard. That's an old fishing buddy, a retired Army guy. Richard, I'm up here in Au Gres, which you know where Au Gres is, right? Yeah, kind of right in here somewhere. So
And I seen the last name Root. My grandma was Root, and my cousin. I got a lot of cousins last name Root. I thought, one of my cousins on here, but no, Richard.
I think he's from Michigan too. So
Really,
maybe you might be related. So he got 35 fish on a taco painted lure, fishing for redfish in one of the lakes. Killing it. Richard, you might be related to Steve Ash here. You never know.
I'm related to a lot of people. None of them blame me.
I was going to say that, but you beat me to it. Says family from Jackson, Concord area.
I'll be darned. That's not far from here.
Uh-oh.
We go right through Jackson on our way to go to Lake Erie, go walleye fishing.
There you go. There you go. So, Richard, check out his YouTube channel. His link is in the description below. Maybe you guys can talk. Might have a lot of similarities.
Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, it would be. That'd be
You
cool.
never know. You never know who you're related to or how you're connected to somebody.
There's times you could be walking down a city street and walk past somebody that you're related to and never know it.
Well, that's like your last name, John. Remember early on I asked you how you pronounced it, because my mother-in-law's mom was Andrzejewski, but it's spelled R-E instead of E-R. Yours is E-R. It's just the E and the R flipped.
Right. And ours actually, when my dad's family came from Poland and got to the United States, they actually changed it. So it wasn't Andrzejewski originally. They just changed it to that. And it was some weird spelling. I think that's part of the reason they changed it.
And see, we could be related. Well, you could be related to Judy.
Yeah, could be.
You never know.
You never know. That's right. David Martin said, I'm glad you fellas got together, had a blast. You guys and gals definitely needed it. I'm looking forward to seeing all the videos. You people have an excellent week. Great show tonight. Thank you, David. I appreciate it, man. That's very much. We did have a good time. And it was natural too. That's what. It's funny. Grant pulls up, gets out of the car. Hey, Grant, how you doing? I already knew him. You know, we'd never met before in person, but just from this, I already knew him. And I'd met Stanley before. But it was the same way with Steve. The first time we met, it was like, felt like I already knew him.
Yeah, and the other thing too is usually when you meet somebody, it's kind of like not really a firm handshake. By God, I walked right up, I gave hugs because I already knew everybody.
Yeah,
exactly. It's family. It's kind of like family, even though you never physically met.
Right.
God, your family.
Yeah. Yeah, we all knew each other. All right, folks, with that note, family, it's time to go. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get out of here. All right. And we will catch you all on the flip side.